So we've already unfolded all of this. Still have like 160 gold rings.
$7 grand on the table. Like,
there were diamonds in a bunch of those rings.
holy.
Yeah. Now you gonna take a look at the video game stuff?
Is this in there?
Yes.
Okay.
It's perfect.
The deal is done.
Welcome to garage sale season, baby.
I think you guys can see it. Yeah, there's one in the bottom. Make me a good deal on these ones.
Let's go.
Hey guys, welcome to Chase After the Right Price. This is Gold Rush, where we've had a crazy story unfolding. There's already 2 episodes of it, so we're gonna link the playlist down below. Definitely gonna be worth your time to check those out. The story has been absolutely insane the way it's unfolded, and our minds are blown. So check those 2 episodes out. But in the meantime, we're gonna roll into what will probably be episode 3. I'm super excited. So Skylar went back to the house, the second trip back, got a hold of the guy, talked to him while there, and like a week later, he finally called me and has actually asked us to come back and look at more stuff, and that's what we're gonna do in like an hour. We're leaving. So we've already unfolded all of this. I've only sold 15 of the rings at this time. But already made 500 bucks. The original purchase was for $300. And I forgot to mention, we can put screenshots of some of the watches that we've sold, but we sold one set of watches for 30, and then another watch for 117. So that's all that's been sold online, but I guess we're over about 600 bucks total, and still have like 160 gold rings to go through. We got to figure out what to do with them. But right now, we're gonna go back to hopefully get more. So when we were there, we noticed and we saw that there's definitely more jewelry, there's more watch stuff. Not sure if there's more rings and stuff. I know I saw some in a couple areas, but I'm not sure if they got bought. We get a chance to go through everything once again. We're gonna look for jewelry, we're gonna look for other things as well, and we're gonna bring you guys along for the journey. So let's do it. Okay guys, so just to recap what we've gotten so far, we had all the rings in the light box, which you guys have already seen, and then all of this. So there's tons more, just a ridiculous amount of stuff, and we haven't even really begun going through it in detail. There could be more gold and silver in here. Haven't looked into any of it, only took out the obvious stuff. But I just want to stop right here. If you're enjoying this series, I would really appreciate it if you could hit that like button. We're gonna make a goal for this video and the Gold Rush videos, all 3 of them, to get 1,000 likes, which would be amazing. And I think it might be possible. It's not something I normally ask, but we often get around 10,000 views and the likes might be 500 to 600. So I just want to throw out that little challenge. If you're watching the video and you're enjoying it, it really helps us out if you hit the like button. And if you dislike it, go ahead and smash that dislike button, but do it twice to really emphasize the dislike about the video. But if you like it, hit the like button. Let's keep going. So, we're on our way. We're about 10 minutes away from the house. And we're just kind of talking through a little bit of strategy. We don't really know what to expect.
Yeah, the whole situation is just so strange.
Yeah.
Like, just from start to finish, like, the guy himself is a very interesting, gruff man, to put it sweetly.
Yeah, he kind of puts on a tough exterior.
Yeah.
I think if you work him a little bit and are kind, like, he'll open up and stuff, but
yeah,
we gotta definitely approach with caution and know that, you know, this stuff is sentimental. And the only reason he really called me was because he thought I might have some watch bands that he wanted, his daughter wanted, and I did end up getting those. They're one of the 2 things that I sold. So I just
we definitely wouldn't have.
Yeah, like this was before I knew they were special to them. They
such an off chance that that was what was picked out of the 5 boxes.
I know, like there's hundreds of items, and that's one of the 2 things I've sold. So I told them like I can reach out to my buyer, you know, and they said they would pay as much as $80. I only sold them for 30, so I told them that, you know, hey, I can buy these back off of you. It's a weird scenario, but obviously don't expect the buyer to sell them back to me.
It's definitely a weird ask.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna dig through, hopefully find some more watches. We really are hoping to find some more rings, and some more for sure like gold and stuff of value.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to like offer a lot and come out strong.
Yeah.
But obviously, if there's not anything really interesting.
And the big thing to know is he's very, very intent. I don't know if I've trimmed in the audio at all from the recording of me actually getting his number, but he is very intent of getting rid of it all at once.
Yeah.
And so that's the one thing I'm kind of nervous for.
Yeah. Because there's this giant watch like cabinet. You guys saw that in episode 1.
Yeah, it's the size of like a dresser, like a standard dresser. I don't even know how much it weighs. Yeah,
it's monstrous, but it's full of watch parts and accessories and stuff. So it's interesting the stuff that's inside of it. But we're thinking he's gonna want to sell that with everything, and like
maybe it's a good buy.
It could be a good buy, but finding a buyer for that is a whole another thing in itself.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that we don't have to take that, and that there's going to be other things that are nice, like
or maybe just
watches, and
maybe just clearing out the drawers for him.
Yeah.
Like maybe, and then somebody can repurpose it into like a small like tool drawer or something with like stuff like that.
There's definitely a potential use for that for somebody, but it's not for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going in blind. We don't know what to expect, but we'll see how it goes.
One other thing to note real quick. We're probably not going to be recording very much of this because it's already like a walking on thin ice kind of a deal.
Yeah, we just want to be respectful. I mean, we're going into his home. It's not like an official garage sale. It's like a private showing essentially. So
we might record some on our phone.
Yeah, we won't record him at all, but if we can get some of the stuff going through boxes.
Yeah, maybe I'll just try and hit record and get some audio at least, and we'll try and...
We'll see what we can do as far as that goes, but we'll certainly show you guys what we get.
$7,000 on the table, like.
Yeah, I think. How much were you keeping a mental track at all, or was it?
Not exactly. Okay. So we couldn't record, guys, because he was right there with us the whole time. And
so I got about 30 minutes of audio.
Oh, okay. So
I don't know how much of it will be usable or how much will be pocket noise.
Yeah, I mean,
I was recording. I did get some video and a couple pictures of some of the rings, just so you can see what there is. There were diamonds in a bunch of those rings.
Were there diamonds?
Those were the cream of the crop.
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
Yeah, so I mean, I said, he said that he had an offer of $18,000 for everything. We don't know. I mean, it could be true. It may not be true.
That's the other thing. Very, very tight-lipped.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know what I would do in that position. Like, I definitely understand, like, the silent auction type thing. Like, you want a bunch of people to not know what everybody else is bidding, so you can bid a little bit higher.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you're trying to move as much stuff as it is, it's just really tough to not at least break it up into little chunks.
Yeah, so like, there were 7 boxes of rings, probably, what do you think, 300 rings total? 200?
Yeah, probably somewhere around
like
there. We can count them in some of the pictures I took.
Yeah, and I didn't notice the diamonds, but most of them were picked clean, like they were ready for scrap. And a lot of them were 10 karat, some were 14 karat, and I don't think really any were higher than that.
Yeah.
So I offered $4,000 cash.
Yeah, right then and there.
And he actually ended up writing it down.
Yeah,
like,
I think
initially he kind of laughed it off.
Maybe he was thinking that we meant for everything.
He may have thought that.
And he
then
was
when
like,
I said I was offering
we've had
that
an offer for
7
18,000.
boxes. He was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, I came out. I don't even know if there's money to be made at that. My hunch is that there may be, especially if there ends up being diamonds. But
yeah, some of the bands were definitely pretty much like 2 or 3 of those boxes. The rings felt a lot different. They're all thicker, a little more.
In there. They were like
just very different. Like those are actual
rings.
men's rings, wedding bands, like engagement rings without the stones.
They felt a little more higher end than the ones that we had.
Yes, for sure.
So I could tell there's something there and wanted to at least show that I'm serious. But on that I offered 4,000. On another box I offered 800. On other boxes I offered 300, 400, 500, and the total offers came to over $7,000.
Yeah,
There's
whatever
risk.
it might be.
There's
There is a
risk involved.
lot of risk,
especially when I put $7 grand on the table.
Yeah,
like, I mean,
that would you would be in the
money,
negative.
But there's so much risk. Like I kind of went nuts with that offer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to give you guys an idea, like there was a box of like literal scrap, broken rings, like cut, will literally just be scrap.
It's just scrap. Yeah.
Like there's maybe 2 or 3 intact rings in there, and I think you offered like
600.
Yeah,
just for that one.
But he opened up at the end.
He did.
He really did.
We connected with him, and that was our goal, just to show him that we're serious. We're friendly.
If something doesn't get bought, say there's like a small box of watch bands or rings that they didn't touch, or even if it's that pile of scrap, maybe getting that in the future, or I don't know.
That's the hope. He seems to want to sell it all together, but I don't think that's going to happen. He's going to try for a while.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to happen. And at that point, he might reach back out to us. So
yeah, we're playing the long game.
Playing the long game. It's the only way to do it in this case, and we will take you guys with us.
But at this point, we haven't even seen your guys' feedback as far as any of this. Tomorrow is when the first episode of this goes live.
Yep.
So please leave a comment on your thoughts on all the videos, so we can see, like, are we playing dumb? Are we completely out of our league? Or
we kind of are. I'm trying to utilize my skills and what I've learned in other areas of resale and applying them here. We're kind of making a very big calculated risk here. But yeah, let me know what you guys would do. Especially jewelry people. What would you do? Let us know.
Have you ever found a big... Has there ever been a find like this that you've had? Or like, how do you... Unique. Jewelry people are different, man.
They are different, no doubt. Yeah, let us know what you think. So, we did walk out with something. I spent $30 in 2 separate little transactions. Wanted to at least get some money rolling. And so I bought a box of pens. $25. They didn't seem to really care. There was like a couple of displays that were in the box. There's random Christmas ornaments and stuff. But I was hoping that maybe some of these pens would be the Watermans, like the ones that I got in the original purchase. Because I knew those have some value. And in looking here now, that one indeed does say Watermans. Which sometimes those can have like real gold or silver. This one also says Watermans. So suddenly I'm feeling really good about this purchase. And it was just a total hunch. Again, I was pretty sure I was throwing away $25. But this is a cool token to have. It's the name of the jewelry store. Like a special pen, and it is made by Everglide, so that actually could be kind of cool too. This one, also Everglide. So just a box full of like old pens, pencils, random stuff. Dang, this is another Watermans.
I thought this was a pencil.
Yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, I'm actually feeling really good about spending $25 on this stuff, and
how much do you think this is worth?
Thousands.
General.
Absolutely.
Let's look it up.
Insane. So if Everglide pens are anything, we're in the money. We got a lot of Watermans pens in here, and they average like $20 a pen, so turns out this was a pretty good buy. And then also picked up this super vintage Sony TV-970 solid state Like, this thing is ancient. So I spent 30 bucks and actually feel kind of great about it now. So we'll have to take you guys with us if we sell any of this stuff, and it keeps rolling.
All right, so we got Chase's friend Michael here. He is going to look at all this jewelry, and we're gonna get his first reaction. My forehead is so shiny. And for context, this is the same guy who Chase bought the 4 Xbox kiosks from the giant displays. If you haven't seen that video, click right up here so you can check that one out after this.
So this is
I'm gonna start rolling.
fun stuff here.
Awesome. Holy
Yeah.
So where's the... Did you have the costume too?
Yeah, so got that stuff, and then here's mostly everything else is in this bin.
Yeah, where to start?
Yeah.
So you know some of these are gold sometimes too, right? No.
Nope. I mean, I hope we got some here. Is that chain around your neck gold?
Oh yeah.
Hey. he's decked out in his jewelry while looking at other jewelry. I love it.
Got stuff to compare it to.
So, would the first thing you do be to break out a magnet and just start, or I don't even know.
Yeah, I'll mix of both. I'll check for markings first, and sometimes there's stuff that's not marked, and then that'll be tested.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
So, these are gold filled. And I mean, they're worth about the price of silver, but these are actually kind of up there online. Like
Okay.
30, 40, 50 a piece, and then one of them's like $3 in scrap.
Gotcha.
So I didn't know if you wanted me to put these in a different pile to...
Yeah, let me get a box of that type of thing.
Okay, here's a picture real quick. There's 2 of them.
Yeah, you should look at these, Michael.
So he has just...
Oh my god.
This is what there were 6 boxes similar to this that's what I offered 4,000 on.
Jeez.
Alright guys, so a good friend of mine, Michael, is here and has gone through all of the jewelry, essentially, and kind of made sure that there's no really awesome pieces that I haven't separated, all that kind of stuff. Separated stuff that probably isn't worth scrapping, but would be well worth selling as jewelry pieces. So that's all gold-filled stuff. This stuff all here is sterling. This stuff in here is mostly costume jewelry. And then here we have some gold, 14 karat there, 10 karat here, and silver. And then just some randomness still spread out on the table. And right now, Michael, what are you doing over here?
Separating the good stuff that's worth selling online, and then all the scrap-worthy stuff.
For sure. So he's basically finding pieces that are worth selling as rings, and then stuff that, you know, just would be better as scrap.
Right.
So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Got these pieces up here as well. So we'll see what happens.
What's up, guys? So this is all, I guess, a different video.
Yep.
Then this is all the stuff that's worth more as selling online. Like a scrap value on this might be like 50, 60 bucks or so in weight, but it's a $200-300 necklace.
Right on.
This is maybe another $10 or so in scrap and rings, but these have cameos in it, and those could be another 30, 40 a piece. This one with jade, another 50, 60 bucks, another $30 ring, but in spread scrap, that's like a crazy
less
value. Yeah.
Okay.
These are better rings. Anything white gold typically sells faster. So, and again, in scrap, this would be about $80 or so total in weight. But I mean, the citron ring is another 100. The little emerald ring, another 100, and this one, the mosaic ring, maybe 150 or so.
Okay.
And that's all better.
I dig it.
Yeah, I dig it too.
Okay, and now
So
the
weight
other
value.
stuff.
So weight value on, I separate them into piles like with stones, without stones, and whatnot. And then these ones right here, only the wire is gold. That's why it says gold wire on it.
Got you.
So total weight, I came out with 103.37 grams. And then for 14 karat, came out with 4.21, which is this little pile right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then in this pile of sterling came out with 301.72 in weight value.
Okay.
So everything added up came out to 2,778 retail, and then my 90% came out to 2,501, and then I did 200 on sterling, even though it's 301. I usually do 50 cents a gram, and there's stones, which makes it less, but some of that stuff is more quality type stuff.
Okay.
But
cool. There you go.
Now you gonna take a look at the video game stuff?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sweet. Oh, this is the good stuff.
Okay, cool. Yes. Is this in there?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we have a controller that goes with that too.
Yeah, we do have the... I mean... That's like a separate thing, but...
Yeah. Look at, like, if you open it, it's super mint.
Is this, fully working?
Yes. They have something
Like, need new...
No, this was in my other
solders
package.
or something. Cool.
But it's like...
Dang.
Woo! Yeah.
Pretty.
Extreme. Should go in your own collection.
I know, man.
That's nice. Ain't that sweet though?
Yeah, it is. Game cartridge included. So what's that? That's the black skin. I can't remember. Comics.
Yeah. These are the ones that those Harvest Moon games are the ones that I picked up and I had that encounter.
Nice.
It's like this is like a different box variant.
Yeah, it is. For sure.
I haven't even seen the original box. What makes it different?
It's just like a different, like a picture on it. It's
okay. If you would pay $2,500 cash, $5,000 is double, $7,500 is triple.
Right.
So if it's $2,500, if you want to do like multiplier of 2.8,
yeah,
as opposed to 3, I could do that. I think that's around 40%.
Okay.
Maybe 38. But
we can do that.
okay. That would be worth it to me.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know gold is
Gold
essentially as good as cash. So
exactly. Yeah. But check this out.
That's sweet. That's real sweet. So that one I'll scan on Amazon.
That's cool.
Because that'll certainly be on Amazon.
Yeah. I think for like 3,000.
That sounds right.
No.
For Amazon.
Send it to WhatsApp.
Selling for $49.99. After fees, $37.
Oh.
Does anybody have a calculator handy?
My phone. Okay.
So you can add it up as we go. So
37.
37. This one I think I would sell for 200, so it's 170.
Okay. 170.
One person said, I would test all the jewelry yourself. 9 out of 10 jewelers will screw you in a heartbeat. You must be the 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
We got him right here.
Alright, I'm gonna check this XD. Let's see what so this one's been all over the place recently.
Yeah. Isn't it hard to almost have a personal collection when everything's this much value?
It really is.
Yeah.
The reason I still have the majority of my collection is I have so much stuff to sell otherwise.
Right.
I've never run out of inventory.
No,
like if
that's
I did,
awesome.
I'd be like, okay, I can sell some of the spiked games or whatever.
Right.
Disc only 180. Okay.
Ready?
20.
Yep.
That's not right.
It has the game with it.
So. At 25.
Sweet.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, that one's.
Is
I think
that
it was
original?
like. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think it's like $50 or something.
Yeah, let me see if Amazon's a little higher. Okay, we're gonna have to use eBay because it's 1 at 100, but none that
No,
have
that's.
sold.
I think I thought I like one sold on eBay for around 50 or something.
Okay. Crash, Titans, we. Yeah, exactly. the minimum amount of keywords. Yeah, so 50 is the lowest asking. 40 and 70. We'll call it 50, and then so that's a 42.
Okay.
15.
Sweet.
Too bad that's not complete. Are the discs okay, like overall?
Majority of them, yeah.
Okay. Probably 15, even though it's beat up. That's going up a little bit.
Yeah.
I would consider that disc only. So,
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
50 for the. Okay. 20. 15. 30. Number one needed game. Smash Bros. Mario. Okay. I mean, it's in here. Hey.
Yeah.
Both complete. Do you know what these are recently?
What
is this?
There might be a controller in a separate bag.
Okay.
And then because I couldn't fit them all.
So this might be the Atari. Okay. Yes. Atari for the controller. So this is the.
Yeah, it's crazy how people mess up those joysticks like that. Like, what do they do? Chew on them?
I know. 10.
That's a little cool.
15. So one of these, it can be like 34.
Oh, okay. What?
So we'll have to figure out how to do that.
Do you want? Are you
What are we
interested in
doing?
those arcade things too?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll pass on those. All right, so Michael brought a bunch of video games, and basically we said, you know, I really wanted cash.
Right.
I explained that before because I have so much stuff, but I said if you want to trade me some games, we can do like basically a multiplier of 2.8 as far as the value of what you would pay in cash
Correct.
for some of the gold. So this stuff came to about 2,700 something in value. So he's getting basically what he would have paid $1,000 in cash worth of rings,
Right.
and trading this, and then paying cash for the
Exactly.
rest of what we end up selling. So we'll go figure that out and bring you guys with us.
Perfect.
That's funny.
You want to give a quick update?
Yes. So Michael went through, weighed everything, and essentially paid 90% of
91%.
91% of scrap, and a lot of the rings are super small,
Tiny.
like baby rings, literally. 10 karat on almost everything except for this tiny little pile was 14.
Yep.
But he separated that all out. I chose a few to keep up here, and he's taking the rest. But it was about $19.30
Right.
in total what you would pay. We subtracted 1,000 because I got around 2,800 in video games.
Yep.
And then he Venmoed me $9.30. So
It's perfect.
the deal is done. Works out great for everybody, and I'm stoked. So
Me too.
appreciate it, bro.
Sweet. Thank you.
Absolutely.